some stuff that I was aware. Yeah. In my last video, you asked me to play some music, and I was sure that YouTube had copyright about the that music that I played, even if it was a cover. So sadly, my video has been completely demonetized. It's not it's not a big deal. It's not a problem. But like I told you, I have a StreamYard account to pay. So sadly, in the near future, I will not be allowed, let's say, to sing again for you and make cover for you because I will be I will be demonetized all the time. It's not me, it's YouTube's rules, and that's okay. That's their rules. That's not mine. But this is not a problem. So just to say that I was sure that I will receive a strike or being demonetized. I don't have received a strike. I received an email explaining to me that I was not allowed to do that, and it doesn't impact my channel, but the video could could not be monetized anymore. Uh, so it's sad because I really like to sing for you, and I have heard uh, last night the sound when I was singing and the guitar, and it was really bad. The the sound of the guitar was really bad. I was I think I was singing nice. I'm not sure, but I think I was singing right. But you cannot hear well the guitar. So I'm sorry, but if you want that I do some music video, I'm going to do that for you, and I will not monetize those video because the video will be demonetized directly. But I will not make any more music for in the same show that we are talking about the zodiac or a different case because all the all the video will be demonetized. So, like I told you, it's not a big deal, but it helped me to pay the StreamYard membership, who cost me €45 per month. So it's it's not really expensive, but it's not nothing. So uh, I will try to do my best to offer you if you want some new song, and the video will be I will not monetize those video, so I will have no problem anymore, but not in the same show that when we are talking about GFK, the Zodiac, or the show I'm doing with Ned, or the show I'm doing with the panel, because it's sad to be completely demonetized because I sing 2 or 3 songs, not completely, but 2 or 3 songs, uh, a cover of 2 or 3 songs for you, because you were, like always, you were so lovely that I was so happy to make make to you this gift, if we can call that a gift, because I'm not especially a good musician. I'm a musician. I'm a guitarist. I'm consider myself as an artist, but I'm not so good. I'm I'm me. I'm myself, and it's okay. So I would like to talk to you too about Stephen Avery and the the recent news about uh, the case we will return in court. So what I know, it's on yesterday, uh, even one day before. Yeah. So 2 days ago, in Manitowoc, the new judge has a phone call with the team of Kathleen Zellner. That's why there was nobody in the in the court because nobody was allowed to be in the same place that the judge talking with Casey. So, on my understanding, it's a new judge. It's somebody who want maybe to do the difference, but I don't know. The state, the police, all this story is it's a lot of corruption, a lot of lies, a lot of misleading, and I'm really, but really, really sad for my friend Steven because I knew him is a really nice guy. You cannot imagine. He's so sweet, and I understand that people can have doubt about that because it's always possible. When you see Ted Bundy, for example, you will not imagine that this guy was a monster. He was so charming, and Steven looks like a teddy bear. So it seems logic that this guy will not do anything wrong to anybody. Sure, we make mistake when we are young. It's sure, for sure. I have made mistake when I was young. You have made mistake when you were young. Everybody made mistake. Everybody. We are all human after all. We are not robot. We are not that. Not yet. Maybe with the project of Mr. Elon Musk, who want to transform us in robot, but not for me. I want to stay human. Um, so I think in this case for Steven, because for Brendan there is nothing new, no news from Laura Ryder or Steven Drazen. So there is nothing new for Brendan, and it's a shame. It's a real shame. I say that directly to everybody that there is no more new information or new communication from the team of Brendan. So I'm talking about Laura Ryder and Steven Drazen. It's a shame that they don't want to communicate with us, that us, we want to try to help them. And I don't know why. Maybe because they have nothing. It's sure, Brandon was convicted just by his false confess. So it's it's hard to find new evidence for this kind of stupid stupid judgment. But for Stephen, there is possibility to have new material. And Kathleen Zellner have a lot of new material since 20, 2017, 2018, and now she has more, and she tried to do her best. She has spent a lot of money, but she has trust in Stephen, like me, like I have. Yeah, I have never changed my mind. You can call me idiot, you can call me naive, you can call me like you want, but I know the case. I've studied this case for years, and there is no way that Stephen did it. No way. It was a complete conspiracy. A complete conspiracy. And I'm not a complotist. I'm not, I don't like plot and stuff like this because you look like a weirdo when you talk about conspiration and but conspiration exists. It's true. For example, the assassination of John Fitzgerald Kennedy. People thinks some people think that Lee Oswald was the lone gunman, and people like me who have studied this case for 30 years know a lot of things who show me, and this is FBI report, CIA report, Office of Intelligence report, Secret Service report, government, governmental report that you can find easily on internet. It's not it's not a big deal. It's not hard to find those documents, but it's a lot of time, a lot of work, and you need to spend years to find details and connect the dots. And so it's not easy, but you know me, I never give up, and I will never give up. And I have faith, real faith in justice. And I have faith in Stephen, in Brendan, in Kathleen, in Stephen Drizin and Lorena Ryder. Even they don't communicate anymore with anyone. I don't understand why, but it is what it is. In the other way, Kathleen Zellner stay really active on the case. She is really excellent. I think she's the best solution for Steve. In my humble opinion, I have never seen Bobby Dassey in the picture. I mean, I never thought that Bobby was involved in this crime. For me, I'm going to tell you directly, for me, the suspect, for me, in my research, are Ryan Hillegas, Scott Brodorm, and Mike Halbach. They were a kind of arrangement with Pagel at the time for a lot of reasons. Money, first, because remember the insurance don't want to pay the 36 million to Stephen, so Kotsurek, the sheriff of the time, will be in a serious situation, a bad situation, and a lot of people will be in a bad situation if it was average, if it was proof that it was a conspiracy. But it was a conspiracy. It's a fact. It's a fact. I can tell you that. This is not a belief. This is not a belief. You can believe in God. I'm not a believer. I don't believe. I work. I research. I do what I have to do for the justice, for the family, for the victim family, for everybody who deserve justice. And I try to do that the best I can. I hope that I do what I need to do. I contact the FBI often. I contact also some governmental agency like, the CIA, the White House, but it's often the FBI or the people in the state who have responsibility, like a judge, like a governor, people like that. And I try to help. That's what I try to do. But for this time, I have I have hope. Really, I have really hope for Stephen with this new judge. I think there is a real possibility that the judge will accord a new trial, a new and fair trial to Stephen. It's not it's not sure, but I think there is a strong possibility. So I hope it will be the case because he real he really deserves to have a fair trial and a new trial because the first trial was a joke. And I don't say that about Mr. Buting or Mr. Strang. I'm talking about it was decided from day one that Stephen Harvey was guilty of this crime. Remember, in Making a Murderer, this Netflix show, Ken Quartz at one moment in court stay and say to the judge, Mr. Judge, if Mr. Buting think that Mrs. Albach was still alive on November the 2nd, this is nothing we don't know. We don't have investigate on that. What? That means that before she was reported missing, between the third and the 5, when the RAV4 was discovered, the second RAV4 was discovered on the Avery salvage yard, you guys, the police of Calumet and Manitowoc, you don't have made any investigation? That's what courts say in the courtroom. You can rewatch Making a Murderer. You will see. You will maybe you don't have pay attention the first time, but this is what he say. He say we don't have made any investigation on anyone, uh, but that's something we can do, Mr. Judge. And it's sad that Jerry Buting didn't respond to him directly because there is a big objection here. Hey, Mr. Judge, Mr. Kratz, the prosecutor, is saying that the police had done an investigate to see if Teresa Albach was still alive on the 2nd of November. How they know that? How they know that she was killed on the 31st of October? How they know that? She could be killed on the 1st of November, on the 2nd of November, on the 3rd, on the 4th. Maybe later. Maybe she was hiding somewhere and killed after. That's something I don't know, but it's a possibility. They don't do anything, anything. So, hello people in the chat. Hello, Jeremy, you boxed. Jeff, hi Jeff. How are you doing, my friend? Jeff told me thank you for speaking out, and yeah, that's what I try to do is try to speaking out for people, people who can't speak, and like I say all the time, I always try to do my best, and I hope we will have soon new development and new information about the situation for Steven. I really hope that because he spent 18 years in prison the first time for the case of 1985, and now he spent 19 years. For what? For nothing. For no reason. For no reason at all. And if people think that Stephen is guilty, I have nothing against them. Really, I have no anger. I'm not a man of anger. I'm not angry. I'm not for fight. I'm not for. I'm not here for the war. And thank you, Jeff. Thank you very much. Jeff say, I wish there were more people like you, sir. Thank you very much. And I don't know. I'm just myself, you know. I'm. It's just me. I do what I have to do, and if it's if it's correct, if it's nice, and if it's good, it's great. I'm honored to do that. I'm honored to do that. Really, for nothing. I don't. I never asked money. I never asked to be paid for anything. I never asked to people to do anything for me because it's not about me. It's about the victim family who matters. They matters. I don't really matter. What I do is to try to create, and I succeed to create a panel of discussion with really clever people, really clever, really intelligent, with all of kind of different perspective and different angle of view, and it's excellent because everybody's polite, nobody fight each other, nobody, nobody talk over each other. It's quiet. It's a quiet place. It's a nice place. I enjoy to do that every week, and I hope I'm will be able to continue for a lot of time because I really enjoy to do that. I because I love people. I told you I'm not a man of anger. I'm just a man of peace. I'm just a man of peace, and that's what missed in this world: peace and justice. There is more injustice and more anger in this world than justice and peace. And it's really bad and sad, and it's a shame. And to for Jeff, I'm going to tell you what I have said at the beginning. Miss Mrs. Robin, Mrs. Robin, hi, how are you doing? How are you doing, by the way? Are you? I, hey, Mr. GBS. Hi, my friend. Tell me how are you doing? It's important. Tell me if you are good, if everything's fine for you. It's important. You are important. You are the star of the show. I'm just the host. The panel is really important. You are really important. Me, I'm just the host. I'm I'm nobody. Ah, Mrs. Robin, she's doing well. Great. It's it's really nice. Jeff, tell me, how are you doing, my friend? Mr. GVS, tell me the same. How are you doing? Are you doing well? I hope so. I really hope so. Because it will be the end of the year. It will be the holiday. It will be the time of the year that you spend time with people you love, people you care, your loved ones. And this is precious time. Last October, I missed, I, my mother passed away. It was not easy for me, and it's still not easy to make my grieving process. But like I told you, it's not about me, but the end of the year, like she passed away in October, on October the 10th, the end of the year for me is pretty sad because last year my lovely mom passed away. So she was young, she was 64. It's a shame. But we are not here to talk about me. We are here to talk about justice and people who deserve justice. Thank you, Mrs. Robin. Yeah, she was really young, very, very young. Yeah, yeah. I miss you. Ah, yeah, me too. I miss Millbilly a lot. Jason was a really beautiful soul in the last year of his life. We were really close from each other. We were talking almost every day on video chat like we do today with you. And he was he was sad about a lot of things, private things and not so private things, but he never gave up. Never. He was so brave. Like Eric Cozy, my friend Richard Macadam, he was so brave. It's always the better people who left first. That's a real shame. Um, I don't know why it's like this, and people who kill kids and kill people and make blood money and stuff like this could live till 85 years and they don't have never any problem, and nice people and nice soul, nice and beautiful soul like Jason or Richard or Denise, Baby, Linda, Ziggy, they died. They have given their life for for justice, for more justice. And I miss them a lot, a lot. I'm reading what you are writing in the chat. Oh yeah, about Eric Cozy. So his name was Richard McAdam, Richard, and he he was so brave and so passionate about, especially this case, about he was so sad for Brandon and Steven for sure, but he was really sad for Brandon because he had never understand how you can convict uh, kids who had just lied before two cops really well trained with the rig technique to have false information. They have a confession, but there is no proof about what Brandon said. There is no proof. You cannot relate any dots to anything about what he said. Nothing. But it's Wisconsin. This is different law. I don't know where you are based. Me, I'm living in Belgium. This is just one country. The law is the same for everybody. In America, it's a federal state. It's not a country. It's a federal state. And each state has their own law. You are in New York, Mrs. Robin. Make me think to Mrs. Robinson. Mrs. Robinson. Na 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 na. Yeah. Excellent movie with Dustin Hoffman. Uh, yeah, New York must be really nice. And you see, Brooklyn, yeah. 49ers. Hey, Brooklyn, yeah. New York. Simon and Garfunkel, yeah. New York, yeah. I would love to visit New York, Los Angeles, Sacramento, Valero, the Baton Rouge, the Louisiana, the California, the West Coast, the East Coast, the Mexican border, the Mexico. I would like to travel. I would like to do a lot of things, but I don't have the money to do that. I don't have the money to travel all around the world. People have this chance, but not me. But if I was rich, yeah, I would love to do that. Yeah, travel all around the world to go on, for example, to go on the site of the Zodiac killings to investigate by myself, to try to recreate what could be happened at the time, to try to recreate the times, the the time that it happens, when it happens, how many times during the attack it happens, doing stuff like this, study everything there and see who is different today that was different in 68, 69. I really would like to do that by myself, but life it's life. So I hope that somebody will do that for me. Not for me, but you see what I mean. That somebody will do that for the case. It would be great, really. It would be really, really great. I was not supposed to do this video this morning because here in Belgium it's morning. But I was thinking to explain to you what was going on with Stephen Avery. It sounds, it sounds, it smells good, yeah. For me, in my humble opinion, it smells good for him. But with a state so corrupt, with judge so corrupt, cops so corrupt, I don't know. Everything is possible. Remember Judge Duffin will decide to free Brandon, and just before he's been freed, the prosecutor called and sent the fax to the prison to stop and say no, no, he must stay in jail. After there is a panel with two judges say Mr. Darcy must be freed. One was not agree. Again, the prosecutor comes back and say no, he stay in jail. After that, 7 judge. It's, yeah, Jeff, it's unbelievable. I know. That's why I don't really understand, but I I have a lot of respect for everybody, but I don't really understand people who have changed their mind about this situation. If they think there is no corruption, there is no plot, there is nothing wrong with the investigation, there is nothing to see there, and the cops have made their job to investigate everybody, and the most suspect was Stephen Avery. If people think that, it's their belief. Hi, Fire Pixie. Hi, honey. How are you doing? I hope you are doing well. Good morning. I hope you are doing well, Fire Pixie. I hope you are all doing well. And for people who will watch the show in replay, I really hope that you will spend a nice week. And dishonest prosecutor and cops, yeah, absolutely. You posted a video of the song, I don't know, is it the band called The Whamming? I came across them years ago, and there were little girls. Yeah, yeah, it's her, absolutely. And yeah, directly I was demonetized directly. I received in 2 seconds after the publication the the message from YouTube. You cannot do that. There is copyright. Your video is demonetized. But I don't care. I don't do that for money. I do that for sharing that because for me it was really the best cover ever of You Honor Now of Alanis Morissette. Those triggers are amazing, and I just want to share with you, my audience, my friend, this this band who is completely amazing, and the song who is really really great because Alanis Morissette is really great. So um, I know it's holiday time and people are really busy. I know that I have to do some stuff with some people, but like I told you, they are really busy. So I'm going to do a show in the near future with Sharon Young and Jess Rose to talking about what they do, which is really excellent and really brave. Uh, uh, I'm going to quickly tell you what they do, what they does, what they do, or what they does. Excuse me for my English. I'm not a complete. My English is not my first language at all. My first language is French. No, no, it's not true. My first language is music. My second language is French. But and my third language is English. But I had to learn by myself with the help of Sharon. Sharon had helped me a lot with me for for my English. So I'm I'm really, how can I say that? I'm I really appreciate everything she has done and everything she does because Sharon is a so beautiful soul, really. Sharon Young. The name of her channel is We Are They Voices. We Are They Voices. Sharon Young on YouTube. You can find it, the link, in the link on the YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, Myster B with Mr. Magic. Here, you can find that easily. So uh, Sharon received people who was wrongfully convicted, and they she invited them to share their story. And this is not all. The, she does a lot of stuff, but for now she's doing that. And about Jess Rose, you can find her easily on the internet. The name of his channel is Jess Rose, Gess with a rose, Rose. And each week she's talking about a new case, a cold case that, let's say, nobody know, but it really happened to real people, and it matters because we talk all the time about the zodiac, but we don't have to forget that there is still a lot of cold case there who are who, are, who was ignored by the press or the media, and I know we cannot talk about every cold case, but each week she talk about once, and she do an excellent job till 5 years now. And I'm going to receive Jess and Sharon to talk about that because I'm really proud of her. And like I told you, they are really beautiful soul, really. And it's important to have a beautiful soul. Trust me. I'm going to have a chat too with Jeff and Melissa to try to clarify the situation because I don't want any drama in the community. I have I was the team in the team before when I was working on making a murderer, and maybe not each week, but it was often there was drama, and it was draining my energy, and it was bad. It was not good for me, not for my health. It was not it was not good. So I don't want any drama anymore. So I'm going to try to clarify the situation with Jeff and Melissa because they deserve, like everybody, to explain what they have to say. So we will do that with Ross Gerasi Planet X Film. If you don't have done it, please subscribe. We we are going to do a special uh, show about Kurt Cobain, the allegedly suicide of Kurt Cobain. That I don't buy it. For me, it was a murder. It was not a suicide, but we are going to dispute and debate about that with somebody. I think it's Diane Walker. Diane Walker will be with us to talking for about this case, JFK, um, Kurt Cobain. I'm not sure, but it's maybe Diane. I'm not sure, but for Ross, I'm sure. I don't know if we are going to that on his channel or mine. It doesn't matter. Uh, After that, I really would like to do a series of video about JFK, the assassination of JFK, but the subject is so vast. It's years and years. It, it's 30 years that I'm on its subject, and I continue to learn stuff each week. And I'm working on this case since 30 years. This case, one, you need to have 2 or 3 lives for this case because it's so huge. But I really like to do a series of video, maybe trying to compact some subject to don't be to don't give too much detail, don't be too much to have a video of 8 hours to talking about 2 subjects because I'm not sure that's what you want. For me, it's okay. I can talk about JFK all day long, but it's not it's not the passion of everybody. But and I respect that and I understand completely. And I would like also to ask to you, my friend, what do you want for the channel? What do you want to hear? Because we are going to continue the show with Ned. Let's talk with Ned. Each week we are going to talk about a case like we have done Jack the Ripper, the New Orleans Axeman, the Long Island serial killer. We were supposed to do a new video, but I was not well and my internet connection was really bad, really, really bad. And so I postponed the video, and after it was too late because Ned comes back in America and restart to work, and it was too late to do the video. It was about Shannon Gilbert. But we will do the video about Shannon Gilbert, who is maybe, I say maybe, a victim of the the killer of the Gilgo Beach murder. Uh, so I'm going to read what Fire Pixie said. There, there is always the Amazon review killer. Oh yeah. From here in South Carolina, I worked with him for a couple of years. Really? He needs an inside information. If he needs an inside information. Yeah, we can talk about that. We can talk about the Amazon review killer. I have, I think I have saw that it was on Netflix. Yep, I think it was on Netflix. And but I don't have seen yet the documentary. Um, because like I told you, to I have a lot to do, and I try to do my best to spend my time for you and for the channel and to try to give you the best. But it's not always easy. It's not always easy. Uh, you never heard about the Amazon review killer? I have heard about him. I think there is here in Belgium a documentary about him on Netflix, and I don't have take the time yet to watch it, but I'm I'm going to watch it. And Fire, if you can provide me information, or if you want to participate in the show with me and maybe with other people to talk about this subject, it will be really interesting, really. So if you have idea of subject that you want to talk about, or we talk about, you can write to me to my email address, my personal email address, which is easy to remember. My email address is this is the zodiac at gmail.com. I think it's easy to remember. This is the zodiac at gmail.com. My name is Jerome. I always say, hey, I'm Mr. B. I'm Myster B. Yeah, Myster B. But my name is Jerome. Myster B. It's a joke because it's a real contest here in Belgium, Mr. Belgium. And Mr. Belgium is nice looking guy with big muscles, a little brain, but and me, it's the opposite. I'm horrible. It's a shame, but I have a big brain and I have a lot of stuff in there. So I'm not Mr. Belgium. I'm Mr. Belgique. Like we say in French, Belgique. Belgium in French is Belgique. So Mr. Belgique is the opposite of Mr. Belgium. I have muscle because I've fight for years, and last year I was fighting again. This year I made a stop, a pause. I need it, but I'm a fighter like Rocky Balboa or Tyson Fury for the reference, or Mike Tyson or Muhammad Ali, but so I'm not so good that they are. I'm just a little fighter, just a little one. Never, never be professional. Always amateur. But I'm proud that I'm 45 years old and I can fight against a 20, 25 years old guy, which is in better condition than I, and made him KO, to punch him and make him KO. So it's not the it's not the purpose to the sport, but sometimes it's funny when you see some young people really with big muscle, with really good health, and you are 45 years old, you are not in really good health, and you win. So everything is everything is possible, and you you never to have to give up. Never give up. Never. For nothing. We need to stay brave for, like I say, the victim families, the people who deserve justice, because there is a lot of people who deserve justice. You know that. I know you know that. So, like I told you, I was not supposed to do this video, but I have started this video explaining that the last video with the panel with Altuk and Cheik was completely demonetized because I sing at the end 2 or 3 songs of Nirvana, and I received a copyright, not strike, it's not a strike, but it's a copyright that YouTube told me you don't have the right to do that and blah blah blah, and so for that your video will be demonetized for now. You will not receive anything. And like I told you, I don't do that for the money. I have monetized my channel to pay the membership of StreamYard, because with StreamYard I can do what I do now, for example, and I can do a lot of stuff for you to have you the best, because you deserve the best. I can have 10 people on my channel in the same times. I can share video. I can share video in the same time. I can share different video in the same times. I can do a lot of things, really. I don't have the time to explain everything, but it costs money. It costs 45 euro per month. So for 1 year, it's more than 500 euro. And I was thinking, like, when I was not like when the channel was not monetized. Yeah, maybe with the publicity, it will pay the membership of StreamYard. And indeed, it paid the money, the membership of StreamYard. But like I say, since since September, when I've taken this membership, September, October, November, and now we are in the middle, near the middle of December. I have win €5 because I have win. It's not win. It's a lot of work. So I add from YouTube the announcer, the publicity, €184. But YouTube take 30% of this of that, and I have already paid for 4 months. So it's almost for one and $180, and I have received 140 from YouTube. So I have €40 to pay from my own, and it's not a problem. It's not a problem, and that's why I have choose to monetize this channel, not for win money because I don't win. I don't win money. I I lose money, but you deserve the best. You deserve to have the best, to have the. Enfin, Pixie, tell me you need a cash app or something like that, so you can go around YouTube. That way, all the money goes directly to you. Yeah, but you know, Fire Pixie, I really don't do that for the money. Really, I really don't do that. It was never the case, and it will never be the case. And I don't want to do that for the money. For me, it's like blood money. You see? No, no. It's because I'm not rich. I'm not poor, but I'm not rich. And €45 each month, it's something. And to to pay that, I was thinking, and I was right, then YouTube, with the publicity, could, let's say, pay the membership. So it works, but not completely. So I have win entirely €5 to lose €40 for now. So, but it's not a problem. This is not the deal of about that. This is not what I do this video. I was not supposed to do a video today, but I miss you, and I like when you are there. Yeah, you're right, Fire Pixie. She said you don't have to make a killing, but you can cover your cost. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I don't want to start with stuff like Patreon or I don't know all the stuff. I don't know what it works, and so yeah, I will stop to talking about that because it doesn't matter. And in a way, it doesn't matter. The most important is you know what it is. So uh, on next Monday we will have uh, a panel discussion. We will have Cheryl, Jake, Altug, I hope we will have Druser. Dru- I think we will have Druser this time. Last time it was busy, so I understand you cannot be always be there all the time. You have your life, so um, and uh, I hope to see Meg because she has always she had also um, her own theory about the Zodiac killer and her own research, which are really interesting too. Like Shake, it it amazed me. In the last show, I was hypnotized by what he was saying. It was incredible, and I was talking to him yesterday, and he shared with me again new stuff, and wow, Shake is a star. Is a real star, really. Trust me, this guy, I think, will solve this case because I never seen this case in this way. But if he's right, this guy is a genius. Trust me, because me, I have my own person of interest in this case. Donald Lee Cheney and Santos Lee Panzarola. But like I always said, I could be completely wrong, and I accept it. And I accept to be challenged, and I accept to be wrong. And if I'm wrong, I'm happy because I learned something. I learned that I was wrong. And I'm not pissed off against somebody who will tell me, Jerome, about that you are wrong. I will not stay on my uh, position and say, no, I'm right, I'm right, I'm right, I'm right. No, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It's not about what I think or what I believe or no, it's about truth. And the angle that Jake had take to start to work on this case, the Zodiac Killer case, is it's the first one. It's a premiere. Really, nobody has done that before. Nobody. Jake was and still amazing. Mrs. Robin, you have enjoyed the video with Jerome, you think? I'm sure you will appreciate that. I'm in touch with him since years, and Jerome is Jerry. Jerry is a really nice guy, also a really and beautiful soul. He's funny and he's so nice. He's a great guy, and I'm really happy to have him and to made an interview about him and also the case, but it was, let's say, more about him because I'm more interested by the people that than what they do. I'm more interested about what they are. That's me. I'm, my brain like that, works like that, and it's like that. People will like and people will don't look like. Yeah, yeah. Jury building is always there for the guys. Sure, sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And he really believed in Steven and Brandon's innocence which is not hard to believe because it's not even a belief, it's a fact, I have to say. If you know really well the case, you see that it's a fact that Stephen has been framed and Brandon has been the citrusifid lamb. Excuse me if I don't spell correctly that, but and it's a shame for kids 16 years old. He was slow. I don't say he was mentally ill or because some people say that. No, it's not true. He is not issue with that. He is low. He was low. It changed since then. But yeah, he was low. He had difficulty to understand, difficulty to understand the reality where he was and what was going on. He was thinking to do the right thing, to help, and Mark Rigert and Thomas Fassbender, two cops really well trained to the read technique, had got him. Like you say, they got my head. Yeah, there is nothing more than that. It's so true. Brandon is so true, and it's sacrificial lamb. Sacrificial lamb. I'm sorry, I told you English is not my first language. It's sacrificial. Sacri. Sacra. Sacra. Faisal. Faisal. Sacrificial lamb. Sacrificial lamb. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Robin. Thank you very much. So it's, wow, already 1 hour and 12 minutes. Wow. I was really not expecting to do a video so long. I was thinking to just doing a video of 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and I see that's 1 hour and 13 minutes. Wow, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm talking, and I can't stop to talk. It's it's me. So uh, we are today. We are on Wednesday or Thursday. Wednesday. We are on Wednesday. Yeah, we are Wednesday. Uh, I think if I have the possibility to do that, I think that next week we will do the show with Jeff and Melissa to clarify the situation. Next week, because this week it will not be possible for me. Um, and I, I will keep you informed from everything I can have as information on Stephen and Brandon, and for everything else, if I have information about something was really important, I'm going to keep you informed. And like I said from the beginning, if you want that we talk about a subject that you care, even if it's not a true crime case, if it's about healthcare or against the death penalty, uh, about missing people. Uh, Everything is good. So write to me to this is the Zodiac at gmail.com. It's my personal email address. This is the Zodiac at gmail.com. And I will take everything in consideration. Trust me, you can trust me. I take every comment in consideration. And I really would like to thank everybody for all your lovely commentary in the comment section. What you say touch my heart when you say it's the better show on about the zodiac on the internet, because this panel is the best idea that you had, Jerome. Wow, I it it touched me a lot. Trust me, because I don't consider myself as I don't consider myself at all. For me, I'm just a man who try to do what he has to do, and like I say, I try to do that to to do that the best I can, and I will try to continue to do that the best I can for you, because you really deserve a nice show with nice people talking nicely, calmly, and with a nice debate with different perspective, different theory, and nobody fight, nobody screaming, no scream, no fight. Everybody's happy. Everybody is the same situation. Nobody know who was the Zodiac. I didn't know. I don't know. Nobody knows. So we cannot be sure. So every theory is good to take. And we need to stay open-minded. It's my opinion. Fairy Pixie would say, the simple fact is you put yourself out there and people like you deal with it. Yeah, that's true. I put myself out because it's it's and it will be never be about me, who I am. Jerome from Belgium. I'm 45 years old. I'm an old musician. What else? Nothing else to say. I'm not interesting. I'm not an interesting person. I I think I'm clever for some stuff, yeah, in science, in history, in music, in art, but I don't claim to be good. I don't claim to be a good artist or a good musician. I don't claim to be a good host neither. Uh, I just try to do my best. This is this is all it's all about. It's it's all it's all about. Right. So thank you very much being here with me today with this video we was not supposed to be, because I was not supposed to do this video today, but thank you very much to being here with me. So I think we will see you on Monday for the panel discussion with everybody. Everybody was agree to come on the show, and I'm sure that we will have again a really good and great discussion with Jake, with Meg. I hope Drusler will be there. Maybe Ross, maybe Ned, maybe Richard. I don't have I don't have news from Richard since a while. I'm a little bit anxious about that because I I don't have any news from Richard Grinnell since a while. If somebody has some news from him, I hope he's well, he's doing well. I hope he is not health issue or anything wrong, because I have no news from him since 6 weeks. So if you have any information about Richard, tell me, because I'm worried for him. And we will have Cheryl. Cheryl, she is so lovely and she's so clever. She, everybody in the panel is amazing, really. And you too, you too. You you are not part of the panel, but you are part of the channel. And it's not my channel, it's your channel, it's your panel. It's it's like that. It was Jerome from Belgique. It was Mr. B. Mysteries with Mr. B. And see you soon. Take care of yourself. Take care of your loved one. Take care of your friend. Take care of you. Peace and love, my friend. See you soon.